We want to know, what cards are you looking at this week, Ethan, on alt?
Okay. Starting off with the Halliburton Mojo PSA 10. I love Mojo. It's one of the oldest colorways in Prism. Started in 2015. Just a sick design. It doesn't really look good in scans because it can't pick up the whole like refracting of the light. But Mojos are at 25. They're hard to jam. Halliburton might be the best point guard left right now. I mean,
I would argue that Mojos don't get enough respect for how beautiful they are. Like, they are a sick card. Like, when you pull one out of a pack, like, it's just like staring at you in the face, right? And it like draws you into it. Comparatively to the price point, and also being out of 25, it's not like a Mojo is half the price of a gold.
Yeah, I want to make a stand for Hallie right now. I mean, you look at Shea and you look at Brunson, and Halliburton is more important to their team than both those guys. Halliburton is setting up the whole offense, and when he's off the floor, they're terrible. I saw Brunson go off the floor the other day, and Deuce McBride came in and started draining threes. I mean, Shea's amazing. Shea's the MVP, probably the best player left in the playoffs. But even when he's out, like, they're bringing in these random guys off the bench who ball out. Halliburton, I mean, he needs to get the respect. He's a top 10 NBA player. Like, cards like these Mojos should be selling for as much as Luka's are.
Well, I'm a Knicks fan, so I don't think that I should really enter into this conversation. But listen, OKC is just unfair. They're so deep. They have so many players. SGA is also very Jordan-esque, where, like, this dude is just, shooting 17-foot jumpers. I think he was, like, 7 for 9 in the first half. With like more points than Ant, who took 17 shots in game. I don't know if it was game 1 or game 2. And Brunson came off the floor, and it made us as Knicks fans realize, like, Brunson, you've got to stop holding the ball because the Pacers are doubling you up and down the floor. Like, you just can't play that way in this series. And the only thing I would contest that with Halliburton is this little pesky TJ McConnell dude, like, he comes in and just, like, wreaks havoc, and, like, I hate him. I hate Halliburton the most, but TJ McConnell is a very close second. But listen, Halliburton does deserve his credit. He's been playing amazing. He's been hitting huge shots. He is the energy for his team. Dude averages 10 assists per game.
Just the clutch factor alone. Like, he's such a promotable player. He gives such good post-game interviews. I'm in love with Halliburton.
So what do you think this Mojo Prism is going to end at?
Oh, it's got a long way to go. It's a pop 2. It should reach 5 digits, but I wouldn't be surprised if it goes under. I would like to look at what an Ant-Man Mojo PSA 10 does, and then this should be right around there.
So what's the next card you're looking at this week?
Fernando Tatis Orange. If you go back in time, this was like a 20, 30K card plus at one point. And after the steroids acquisitions, his market's never recovered. But if you look at his numbers right now, I think he's favored for MVP. A true orange Tatis, there's so much room to go up because it's already reached those levels. So even if it goes like half of what he used to do, because he might win the MVP, I mean, this card has tons of potential.
Well, back then, I mean, listen, not that Ohtani's always had hype, but at the time, Tatis was in the card market was way more hype than Ohtani, because when this came out and he when he hit the big leagues, like, Ohtani was not an MVP yet. He's on the Angels. Mike Trout's on the team. Like, he's working through injuries, right? So, like, Tatis was the guy. And you're absolutely right. I don't know if it was 80 games or if it was the whole season he got suspended for, but that tanked his market.
Tanked it.
So it's actually cool to see him kind of making a comeback. And listen, the Padres are obviously little brother to the Dodgers for years and years and years, and they've been good. They've been good in the last 5 years.
Padres are good,
right? And they had Juan Soto that one year, so like, they're always making moves. Did they get Bogarts from the Red Sox, or they got?
Yeah, they have Bogarts. They have Machado. They have
Tatis.
They have Darvish.
They have Merrill. They have Cronenworth. Like, they're deep. They're a deep team. They've got King, the pitcher, who's
Michael
nasty.
King, yeah.
I think they can make a run, and they played the Dodgers well in the playoffs last year. I don't know if they're ready to overtake them like the Mets did, by the way, who obviously have the Dodgers number.
What's really messed up is that this True Orange are 3K, and if you blind eye tested me, I think this was a 15, 20K card, because I just look at the player, look at the potential, look at what card it is. I mean, if we just didn't have Tatis in there, we had a very similar player with the same stats, you would think it's a monster card. Like, if this was Ronald Acuna, this would be a 20K card easily. Why is Tatis so much less? Because of the steroid bust? Well, if you actually look into the steroid thing, it wasn't like he was juicing heavy. He just took the wrong substance and got banned for it.
Well, he's also like a very thin dude. He doesn't look like a guy who's taking steroids, but his stats this year are what they were pre-steroids that one year he was playing, and like this is supposed to be a 30-30 guy, and also orange first Bowmans are just
So
sick.
sick. Dude,
right?
this guy plays 5 positions now or something. Like, he's the heart of that team, him and Manny. I think this card should be well into the 5 digits. And if it doesn't, I want to look at the last sale, and it should be 2x that last sale.
Okay, so what's the next card you're looking at?
The next card I'm looking at is a
This is sick, dude. This
Yeah.
is my favorite so far.
Yeah. Prism Black, one of the best cards in history. PSA 10s, one of the highest grades. I mean, it's got an NBA All-Star and Shaq, who Shaq doesn't really have that many good cards. So if you really look at the breakdown of all of Shaq's best cards, this is probably top 30 for a top 15 player of all time. This is going to go to a collector. Like, if you want this, like, there's no comps to justify what you pay for it. So you can pay whatever you think it's worth and then ask whatever you think it's worth, or you can never sell it.
So I was going to say the same thing, which was we just looked at a Halliburton and we just looked at a Tatis, and I would also argue like this is not the time to buy Halliburton. He's extremely up right now.
Nope.
This is maybe the time to buy Tatis if they make a playoff run, but also arguably he's up right now because of his performances here. Shaq retired, right?
Done.
This is just sick. Like whatever this ends at is what the value of the card is, and then you get to, like you just said, you hold this card and you determine I'm either keeping this or you got to make me some insane offer on this. And 1 of 1 black prisms are just like they're like we're all like magnets to them, right? Like, and it especially on a guy like Shaq, like, and I think there's players, Tracy McGrady, Kevin Garnett. You know, like you
So
make them
nice.
Yao Ming, just like those legends, right, from our childhood. And this is the shame that we're robbed of, is like the fact that there's no 2020 Prism Black 1 of 1 Michael Jordan. You know what I mean? Like, when are we getting Michael Jordan cards back? And also, like, it's just a shame that Panini's gonna lose the license, and then like there's no Michael Jordan prisms.
Never.
Like, why is there not a Michael Jordan prism?
Upper Deck has him by the balls, man. Like, he'll never get out of that deal. Also, I want to point out for this card, this is a Lakers jersey, Shaq. I'm pretty sure if you look at other prisms, there's a lot of Orlando. So I would think of all the 12 years or whatever there is a prism, I think it's probably like 2 or 3 Lakers ones. And it's a sick photo. You know, I like action photos where it's like you can see the fans in the background and he's in a cool stance. Like, I don't know what this card will end for, but if it ends under 10K, it's a buy.